Planning your spooky season trips to the parks? Whether you're leaning east or west, we've got the details to help you pick your perfect Halloween party. Spoiler alert, there's no wrong choice when Disney villains are involved.
Ready for your fast pass to unforgettable adventures? Welcome to Talk Travel to Me. Featuring our Mickey Guru Travel Company expert travel advisors, this podcast will guide you in traveling with more ease, confidence, and a sprinkle of magic. Tune in for unique insights, insider info, tips, and personal travel stories that'll transform your journeys into exhilarating moments and lifelong memories. Fasten your seatbelt, grab your passport, let's embark, and let's talk travel.
Welcome back to Talk Travel to Me. I'm your host, Christy Willette, and today we're putting two frightfully fun Disney Halloween events head to head. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Walt Disney World and Oogie Boogie Bash at the Disneyland Resort. These are both after-hours events full of magic, mayhem, and memories, but the experiences are surprisingly different. For today's episode, I'm joined by Mickey Guru Travel Advisor Jen Bauer. Welcome back, Jen. Why don't you start by telling our listeners a little bit about yourself and tell us your favorite thing about celebrating Halloween at Disney?
Hi, it's Jen. I live in San Antonio, Texas, so I'm kind of in between the East and the West Coasts. I love any Disney holiday celebration, especially Oogie Boogie Bash. But since we'll get into that later, I will tell you that Halloween Screams fireworks at the Disneyland Resort are one of my all-time favorite Halloween things to do.
I have to agree with you on that. When I saw it the first time, I was stunned. All right, so let's just jump right in and start talking about the structure of each party, what you get when you get in, and what's included with your ticket. So we'll start with on the East Coast, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It's select nights from August 15th to October 31st, and the official time is 7 p.m. to midnight. But guests with a Halloween party ticket are allowed to enter Magic Kingdom as early as 4 p.m. So I usually recommend to clients do not get there right at 4 because you will wait in the longest, most ridiculous line in the Florida heat. But usually arriving between 5 and 5:30 is great because most people that are there just for the Halloween party have already gone in. And then the other people are starting to leave because the park closes to non-ticket holders at 6 p.m.
Perfect. Very similar setup to Oogie Boogie Bash. Again, select nights, August 17th to the 31st. Their party runs from 6 to 11. Early entry starts at 3. It's located at California Adventure Park. So if you have that park hopper, you can certainly spend the day at Disneyland and then head on over to the party. Kind of again, a little bit after those party goers have entered right at the 3 p.m. slot.
So Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, the tickets definitely vary in price based on when. So August is obviously cheaper than October. Weeknight parties are going to be cheaper than like the Saturday nights, just standard thing. Basically this year they're starting out at $139. That'll be the cheapest.
Oogie Boogie Bash, again, very similar. It goes from about 139 to 199 depending on your date. However, Oogie Boogie Bash is already completely sold out for the season. So that is one that you need to plan a little bit farther ahead as soon as tickets go on sale to pick those up. So we should be booking your 2026 fall Disneyland trip about now, and then you'll be ready when Oogie Boogie Bash tickets go on sale.
You know what's funny is I thought for years that the reason that was that Oogie Boogie always sold out, and like we had a couple years ago, we were like on hold for like 7 hours, systems crashing, like get it. I thought it was because they just didn't offer enough of them, but now this year they're starting in August.
Right.
So what do you think makes the difference there? Is it just that it's better?
They've expanded the dates more every year. They've added more dates. I do think even though Disneyland is more of a locals park, the locals do spring for this event just because it's so different and so much fun and a number of things that you can only do at the party. You're not going to see it any other way. So I think some of the locals are buying in on that as well as just the people with their trip book.
Yeah, and that makes sense. Both offer trick-or-treating, Halloween overlays on attractions, special shows, and exclusive character sightings.
Yeah, Oogie Boogie Bash is the same thing. California Adventure is where it happens, but they do have themed ride overlays. Guardians of the Galaxy is Monsters After Dark. Cars Land gets a complete decorative overlay. So you have Mater's Graveyard Jamboree and Luigi's Honkin' Halloween too. So Cars Land is a great thing to see how they decorate there. And then Guardians of the Galaxy is a lot of fun with its Halloween overlay too. And then, of course, they've decorated the whole park, but
Yeah.
that's especially fun.
And Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party has parades. So does Oogie Boogie Bash. I don't think Oogie Boogie has fireworks, though, right?
They do not. So for Disneyland Halloween, everybody can see the Halloween fireworks because they're over at Disneyland, not at California Adventure. But they do have Villains Grove, which is one of the coolest things that they do is there's a Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, which is kind of like a ginormous play area for kids most of the time. But at Halloween, it's this amazing lighted walk through. It's really hard to describe, but it's beautiful. You walk through the whole area, different villains done up in lights and things like that. And then there's usually a character towards the end, but it's a neat walkthrough for sure.
I loved that. Last year was the first year I did Oogie Boogie Bash, and it was so much fun. And that whole area was like really foggy, but it was so cool. But I also could barely see in front of me. Like I had to like go like very close. It reminded me of being at a haunted house over at Universal, which in full disclosure, I have not been yet because I'm chicken, but holding on to people to make sure you can see. And it was so cool.
Yes, but not so scary over at Disneyland. So that's good. Nobody jumps out at you or anything like that. So it's my
Yes.
level of Halloween.
Uh-huh. Yep, absolutely. All right, let's talk about the main draw for many guests, the rare characters, the villains, and the Halloween exclusive entertainment. Um, I'm gonna just kind of run through with Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party because I feel like a lot of people know about that one. They've been doing it for so long, and it gets a lot of press. They clearly don't need to market Oogie Boogie Bash very much, so
Clearly.
it's a little bit less. At least where I am on the East Coast. Possibly when you're in the middle, like you are, you see more of it. But they have Mickey and Minnie in Halloween costumes at Town Square Theater at Magic Kingdom. The Boo to You parade, I gotta tell you, that is my favorite Disney parade, well, on the East Coast. Because
That is
Paint
an
the Night.
earworm, though. Man, you will sing that song nonstop for days.
Yeah, and I start listening to it on YouTube literally in August. Like I'll just be working in my office and I'm like, Boo to you and you and you and you. Like I love it. But yeah, it gets stuck in there better than It's a Small World, as far as I'm concerned.
Fair.
There's also the Hocus Pocus Villain Spectacular, or Spelltacular, and that's the Sanderson sisters. They get up on the stage with in front of the castle with the Disney villains. I've never really been a Hocus Pocus girly. Are you?
It's fine. We watch it every year,
Okay.
but
Yeah. Some people that's their whole personality, and I love that for them. But I just am like, I tried to watch that, and I end up falling asleep. But new this year is the Zombeats Bash, the Zombies 4 dance party. No idea what that theme is. It a Disney Channel thing?
oh my goodness, yes. So Hannah aged out of this, but she watched like the first one or two. Think High School Musical, but they're zombies.
Okay.
But the tweens especially love it.
Okay.
So that's a good ad for them for sure.
Okay. And then we have it over at Storybook Circus. They have a family haunt area. None of what you're seeing over at Magic Kingdom is scary. But I feel like for the littles, the circus area is definitely even more friendly for the toddler and preschool set for sure. And then characters are all throughout the lands. They have them at Haunted Mansion, and they also have just roaming characters. But I honestly think that one of my favorite highlights of this is the costumes that guests get dressed up in. Like,
That's always fun to see the creativity there.
There, every year, I feel like there is like the Haunted Mansion cast, but it's not actually cast. It's guests that dress up like them. And I don't know how they do it because it is so well done that you're literally like, are you supposed to be by the ride? Why are you over here next to Tiana's? Like, go back where you belong, right? But that's one of my favorite things is that especially at Mickey's Not So Scary, there's a lot of costumes. People put a lot of effort. But then there's also people that have a t-shirt that has a pumpkin on it that says this is my costume. So you get to
Right.
come as you are. But for people that really get into it, I love to see it. Love to see it.
Yeah. For sure. Oogie Boogie Bash, of course, you can also trick or treat there. But what they do that they love, that I love, is their treat trails are all interactive with some sort of villain. So you're not only just walking in line to get some candy in your bag, um, but Ernesto de la Cruz is there performing, or Dr. Doofenshmirtz, or Maleficent. They change them up every year, and a lot of times they're very rare. Like it's been the villain from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and we've had Sid from Toy Story. And I'm sure some of this is being so close to Hollywood. These folks are improv actors and they're so good. And so, yeah, I get my candy, but I'm really there to kind of see um, the acting and the improv as a theater nerd. Like it's top notch. So that's one of my favorite things. Lots of opportunities to meet rare characters, and they've had different things all the time. So if you're Marvel folks, they've had Agatha. Uh, and they change it up a lot. Oogie Boogie is, of course, always there because his name's in the title. And they also do a parade. The Headless Horseman still starts the parade. They have the grave diggers, things like that. So I love that too.
I will say that that is one of the reasons I made the trip out to California was those theatrical performances. Like you had told me about it for years, and I remember you went when you saw Sid, you sent me like a little video clip of it, and I was like, we don't have anything like that in Orlando. Like nothing. And they are in it to win it. I did see the one thing that I noticed about it that I was not thrilled with is the party is like 6 to 11, right?
Right.
They send the characters at the treat trails on break during that time frame, which they all deserve a break. They're so on 150%, but they don't rotate anybody in. So
Ah,
several times we went up to see the guy from Roger Rabbit. We went to see him and he was not there. There was nobody in line. So we went to come back and he was still not there. So we never got to do his treat trail. And I
okay.
was like, you just swap people in and out. You could do that. But I think that that's something that I started mentioning to my clients. Is it a reason not to go? Absolutely not. It was still worth every penny and more. But like just to know that even if you have a plan, you may have to backtrack and get creative about seeing
Right.
people and not miss that
They
parade
don't limit
either.
your candy intake, so you can visit a treat trail more than once.
Yeah, and we ended up with and I know you have this happen too because you have the two kids and like the trick or treating. We ended up giving all of our candy to the housekeepers
Nice.
because we were like, we can't take this home. It would have had my bag like overweight in no time. It was an obscene amount of candy.
I'll have to have you post the picture of the kids with their haul one year on the we put it all on the bed and it's just obnoxious.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun though, and I think for adults at Mickey's Not So Scary, I'm always kind of like, why waste your time going trick or treating? Like it's not really you're not paying all that money to get candy you should have gotten at Walmart, right? But at California Adventure and Oogie Boogie Bash, it's a totally different experience because that's where you're getting the theater. And that's the highlight of the whole thing as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's fun.
What's your favorite, Jen, in case people haven't been able to tell?
I have to say Oogie Boogie Bash, but I love California Adventure in general. But it is a more fun party for adults and kids alike, I would say.
Yeah, I think so. And I've only done it once, but I kind of feel like it's my favorite too. It's definitely worth the trip, even from New Hampshire out to California. And I love Mickey's Not So Scary, but there's just something extra cool about California Adventure at the Halloween season. And then I love their parade too. I guess I'm a parade girl and didn't even really know it.
Yeah. Well, nighttime parades because it's not so hot, especially, in Florida. California's not so bad anyway.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so East Coast, West Coast, where should you celebrate Halloween Disney style? If you love classic characters, parades, and fires with a dash of nostalgia, maybe Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is your jam. But if you are a villain fan or love immersive theatrical experiences, Oogie Boogie Bash is a definite. And hey, as far as Jen and I are concerned, you really could do both. Maybe do Mickey's Not So Scary this year because there's still tickets available,
Right.
and Oogie Boogie next year. I think that works. Because whichever you choose, both deliver magical frights and family-friendly fun. Just don't wait too long. Until next time, keep those pumpkins lit, those costumes ready, and remember, it's never too early to start planning your next Disney trip. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing and leaving a review wherever you listen. It really does help more people find our show. And if you're looking to book that vacation, you can find Jen at mickey.guru.com/Jen. And all of her social contacts are also listed in the show notes. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram at Talk Travel to Me Pod for more travel news and behind the scenes fun. And if you happen to know a fellow traveler who'd love this episode, please tag them and let them know about it. Thanks for being here with us and see you real soon.
Thanks for listening to Talk Travel to Me. We hope this episode cracked open inspiration for the treasures that await you at your next dream destination. If you love the show, please review, subscribe, and share it with a friend. At Mickey Guru Travel Company, we're your trusted guides for theme parks, cruises, resorts, and more. Visit our website at mickeyguru.com to learn more and book your vacation today.